Hello, everybody. Doug Fowler here from Plastic Talks, talking to you about our tonight's show, Plastic County Meet the Candidates episode. And Jack and Zoey, our beloved news cats here at Plastic Talks, cornered me, more like intercepted me, coming in the door. They've been watching from a reasonable distance, watching these candidates tell their spiel. And you know what the one thing they both agreed on? Well, actually a couple things. Nobody had anything to say about communism. Am I missing something? Because they were pretty adamant that I was missing something. I don't know. Hey, who's watching? Chime in. Let me know who it is. Let me sign in my chat. So we thought that was fairly interesting. I'm playing around with my little gizmo, and I usually don't go live, but no, not a single word about the communists. As nobody parroted what's coming out of that mansion on the East Coast, which I found to be funny. I actually made a point to bring that up to a couple of candidates who just gave me a look, maybe a little stink eye, because I thought it was hilarious. I really wanted to put a sign up and said, who won the 2020 election? Just for fun. I know if I asked that question to the candidates, nobody would allow that to get through. You know, we don't want to offend anybody. Divisive, that's been called, to bring that up. What the heck is that about being divisive? Oh, listen to this. Oh, that sounds nice. I'm trying to figure out how to add my stream deck to my thing here. A little music's always good for the soul. That fits, blends in right now. What was the other thing? Nothing about the SAVE Act. I'm thinking of what's being pushed out of the Republican GOP party out of the East Coast. I wouldn't even call it the GOP. I would call it the MAGA. Swear it up and down. Even our local Congressman Alford out of Kansas City swears we need to have the SAVE Act. Got to have the SAVE Act. Our two senators, one idiot Schmidt, and I'm sorry, he's an idiot Christian nationalist. Him and Josh Hawley. We've got to secure our elections. We've got to secure the votes. And I've brought it up a few times. The fact of the matter is we don't have a problem with that election security. There's not a problem. Yet, you hear the local politicians more often than not parrot what's exactly coming out of the East Coast. And just frustrating. So you're going to get a little more entertainment out of this little dog and pony show or these two kitten shows. Jack's over there giving me a little side eye, say I'm saying too much. But overall, I think the candidates did a fairly good job. Hats off to the Democratic candidates. They stood up there and held their own, I got to say. Too bad St. Robert couldn't get in the modern days and upgrade their sound system so we could all hear it instead of the Charlie Brown. And you can't blame the candidates for not being able to understand what the flip-flop Mr. Lowe was saying. I actually brought that up to the mayor of St. Robert. What is going on? That sound system was in fashion when the Statler brothers were making flowers on the wall. That is just ridiculous. It should be, for those that have worked on posts, it should be like a cameras up on the ceiling. People should be able to broadcast events. But no. We got Charlie Brown up there on the microphone. But that's just me. But anyway, I want to thank you all from all the way around the country. We had watchers and viewers from Florida, Virginia, East Coast, West Coast. Probably our most watched program. And I'm sorry about the link that didn't pop up right. Zoe's knocked out. I'd move the camera, but it's focused on me. They were worn out from watching the show. But I think all the candidates did well. First-time candidates. And if you are a candidate and you'd like to stop by virtually to get online and talk about your candidacy and what you'd like to say to the voters before Election Day, send me a note on Facebook. It's the best way. We can get you virtually, bring you right in on the screen. See that right there? Instead of seeing that picture right there, you put your face right there and we can have a conversation back and forth. And viewers, like those around the country and at home in Pulaski County, can post questions for you to answer. So with that, we're going to bid you adieu. I'm tired. The cats are grumpy. They've been fed. That don't mean my feet are going to be scared to make a move under the blanket. So again, thanks for all the watchers. Thanks for all the views. We'll see you all until next time. Maybe even be tomorrow. If you'd like to join me tomorrow, speaking of that, I'm going to schedule a program after an appointment. And let me see who's be interested in coming online and talking about the observations from the show tonight. Meet the candidates and what their thoughts are and what went good, what went bad, and just have one of those things called a conversation. Doesn't matter what party, what preference, just got to